So I'm happy that Instagram is now recommending my page to people that used to follow me. You already know, like, I don't even think people know my name. I'm literally just the Scarface girl, or the girl from the Bronx, the Puerto Rican mentally ill bitch from the Bronx. Either is fine. I've accepted all of that. So yeah. Only thing that's different about me now is I'm no longer a teenager. I'm now 20 years old, which is insane, and I have basically no hair. I cut off all my hair. Some people think that it's a wig because it's so, like, slick. No, I'm not going to fuck up my hair just to prove my point, but it's my real hair. It's been like this for about 4 months, December. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to talk about, but I'm still the same Crystal Lee, really. Except I'm a little bit more mature now, and I'm not as mentally ill over men. So while I make it on here and I'm not geeking out, I'm not talking about Scarface like how I used to. I'm stuck with Scarface. And I've accepted that. Like, it's become a part of my brand, my image, my personality. I don't even think people will even know my name. My name is Scarface Girl to so many people. I think everyone. So I've accepted it. And, yeah. Even people that used to recognize me from them Instagram days, the first thing they would say is, "You're that Scarface girl." It was so embarrassing at first, but I became accustomed to it. So, yes, I am the Scarface girl. And I feel like I don't even need to post about Scarface because it's like, I feel like it's already common knowledge who the biggest Scarface fan is. And if you didn't know who the biggest Scarface fan is, it's obviously me. Like, this is nothing new. New to y'all, not new to the general public. And I'm aware, for others it might look absolutely insane to be this obsessed with the movie, but in my defense, when I was in middle school and high school, I was extremely bullied, picked on for how I looked. Okay, I was 5'10", really skinny, like literally like this, like skin and bones. And I was a quiet kid. You quiet, people always gonna find a way to pick on you. You can mind your business, whatever, right? Anyways, I used to come home from school. My favorite part of the day, used to come home from school, nerd out, look at all my Scarface stuff, watch Scarface. It was escapism for me. I fell in love with the cinematography. Everything about Scarface was my favorite. I created a YouTube channel. I used to nerd out, talk about Scarface. It was my thing every day. Like, it just made me the happiest. So, it may sound corny to other people, but that's how I coped. So I have owned 2 copies of the PlayStation 2 Scarface game. Brand new, sealed, never been played before. And these have been in my possession for years now because there's this other guy that I used to know that I used to buy Scarface from. He was sick of people reselling the game for more. And obviously I feel like any Scarface item or any item of a whatever should go to a real fan, right? And I'm obviously the biggest Scarface fan. So, but yeah. Never been played before, sealed. I used to own, I think, 1 or 2 other copies, but they were, like, really beat up, and I have found them in Goodwill. They're probably still over here, yeah, I have no intentions of selling any of my Scarface stuff. I hate that. People that don't enjoy something, and then they find it, and then they're gonna sell it for double the price. That's so weird to me. Hey you guys, so I want to make a video explaining to you guys what's been going on. A lot of people have been finding me on TikTok on here. I never even wanted to download TikTok. I literally just made this account in July, but a lot of people have been finding me because everyone knows me as the girl that is infatuated and in love with Scarface, right? My Instagram account was very popular. It had 17.5 thousand followers that I built on my own, never paid for followers, no bots. You could have lurked on that account. Everyone was a real person. Rappers, actors knew of me. It was cool, but sometimes it was too much. Too much attention at times. And so I deactivated it for about a month, right? I deactivated for about a month. So around New Year's, when I cut all my hair off, I was like, you know what? Let me log in so I can start posting again. I log in, something happens, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, it's not disabled, it's stuck on appeal, whatever that means. I know nobody can get account backs. Everyone's a scammer, everyone's a liar, so I just need to, it's in God's hands at this point. I'm not really stressing it too much. I'm about to be 20. That account is from when I was like, I made it in 2020. So when I was like 13. So I'm growing up. If I can't get it back, okay, cool. It hurts a little bit because I do miss all of my peoples on there. And it was fun. A lot of people knew me. The girl from the Bronx, the girl that liked Scarface. I used to go outside and people used to want to take pictures with me. I don't know why. Cool. It was fun. It was really fun, right? And, a lot of people are finding me on here because they remember those days. So if I can't get it back, like I said, it's cool. I hope y'all remember me. But in the meantime, I did make another account. Here's the thing. I made another Instagram account. And that one, people, I guess, that were really into me, they started to find me, or people I went to school with. Cool. That account, I made it like a month or two ago. It has 400 something followers, which is crazy, right? That's cool. Hello, you guys. I was just on live and I was showcasing my collection a little bit. And I was talking about all of the really rare stuff that I own. Stuff that you will go on eBay and it's like it never existed. You could go on Google. It's like it never existed. But somehow I have had the luck to have these items in my collection. So I'm going to show you guys the really cool stuff. So in 2004... 2003, that was the era that it was 20 years of Scarface. So Scarface was like popping again. There was a Scarface clothing line and Scarface was just everywhere. And so with that being said, there was just so much random novelty Scarface items. That being said, they made Scarface bathroom decor and room decor. So there was a lot of alarm clocks, a lot of blankets, a lot of just posters and like random shit. And these are the shower curtains, official licensed from Universal Studios. So it's from that era that it was 20 years of Scarface, where they was just like making everything a Scarface because people was just obsessed with Scarface again. And I never opened them. And they also had towels. Growing up when I was a little girl, I think one of my uncles had a Scarface towel, or it was my godmother's son. A dude that I knew had a Scarface towel, and I thought it was the dopest thing. And I've seen them on eBay, and now they're like $100. So I also have Scarface light switch covers. These are not in their original packaging, which sucks. But somebody was selling these for $1 each. And these are also from that same era. I also have a Scarface Rubik's Cube. Same era. Same era. Look how cool. Same era. I have Scarface bandages. Everything is just so random. What else did they have?